When God gives you a vision, it's important for you to take that vision and make it happen. You need to move. Stop holding back because you're scared or holding back because you're not ready. Hustle Babes, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my hustle babes who are interested in gaining insight on the entrepreneur journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. Today's video is going to be, I think it's going to be good, so I hope you find it good, but it is going to be a video where I just be real for a minute, right? This is not something that I scripted. It is a real, raw conversation that I feel like needs to be had because I recently discovered that I have made over $500,000 in my business, right? And when I reflected on that, I thought to myself, how many people are limiting their dreams, their aspirations? They are limiting themselves from getting to a certain level of success simply because either they don't believe in themselves or they don't see it happening. So I wanted to make this video to show you that I am someone who quit their 9-to-5, started this business, and just took a chance, had faith, and this is where I'm at today. And this $500,000 mark is nowhere near where I'm going to be the end of the year or next year, because I am going to surpass that. I can guarantee you that next year I will make $1 million, right? And so I can confidently say that because of just my mindset and because God is real. And I truly believe that if you have faith, if you have the proper mindset, and you take the proper steps towards your goal, that everything will unfold for you. So why I wanted to make this video was because I wanted to kind of break down my entrepreneurship growth journey, but most importantly, I wanted to emphasize some of the changes or some of the things that I did that helped me get to this $500,000 mark, okay? So before I get into that though, comment down below what your ultimate goal is for your business. So when you think big picture, whether that be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what is the ultimate goal for your business? Not what people think you can achieve, but what do you visualize in your head when you think about the current business that you have, the future businesses that you'll have, or the business that you want to start? Comment down below and let me know what that ultimate dream is. Okay, y'all, so I have to give you a quick rundown on who I am because this may be your first time watching a video of mine, or maybe you've been subscribed and you still don't know what the heck Chanel the Brand Hustler does. So let me give you just a quick 30-second rundown, right? So my name is Chanel Q, and I also go by the Brand Hustler. I started this business April 15th of 2019, and I started coaching women, creating ebooks, doing all of that stuff to really help women create proper branding strategies, create proper marketing strategies to be able to grow their business and live this amazing life. Now, since then, my business has evolved and I focus strictly on product-based businesses now. And obviously, if you're a service-based business and you watch me enough, you will pick up on certain things I do. So I've been able to help service-based businesses as well. But I really focus on removing inconsistent branding that is stopping you from reaching your full potential and executing your marketing plans correctly. So I focus on things such as target audience, such as your brand story, problem and solution analysis, and things like that that really are the core to any marketing that it is that you want to do for your business, okay? Because brand is the heartbeat of your business. So I focus on a lot of those things. I offer coaching sessions. I do live trainings, webinars. I have programs such as the Ultimate Launch Course, Rebrand to Elevate, my membership club, the EHostel Club. And I also own a graphic design agency called the Hustle Babe Agency, all right? Now, I don't want to say never in a million years, but when I started, I didn't think about collaborations. I didn't think about owning agency. I didn't think about having a full out program, to be completely honest. I just knew that I wanted to help people with a problem that I saw that they were having. And so I put myself out there to do coaching sessions and create guides and books and things like that to really just help them, because I was blessed to have that knowledge from college experience and also from running my own shoe boutique, right? So that's just a little bit about me. I know I said it was gonna be 30 seconds, y'all, but it wasn't. So that's the rundown. Let's get into how I made over $500,000 within 2.5 years. And then we're gonna get into some of the things that I really want to, I feel led, honestly, to share certain things with you in this video. So we're gonna get into that stuff at the second half, but let's just talk about how I got to this $500,000 mark. So pretty much, like I said, I started my business in April of 2019. When I started my business, I had a launch marketing strategy that was playing out for me. I am huge on doing things within your pre-launch, so that way you can build hype, you can build anticipation, all of that jazz. So I had already prepped for my launch 30 days prior to April 15th. So once I launched, I was able to see sales that very first week. Now, one of the things that really pushed my business, I can say, or gave my business a super boost, is I attended the Real BB Judy's conference. I can't remember what the conference was called, but if you know the Real BB Judy, she owns Kaleidoscope, and now she owns Kaleidoscope Realty and some other business ventures as well. But at the time, she was doing a tour, and obviously she's gonna stop in Atlanta because, hello, Atlanta is the capital of entrepreneurship and Black excellence. So she came to Atlanta. I got a VIP ticket because we gonna get into investing in yourself, but I really believe in investing in myself. So I got a VIP ticket, and I was blessed to sit in the first few rows. I think maybe like row 7 or something like that. And so when I went to her tour, we got to meet her behind the scenes, and we met her before the actual teaching part of the conference began, or workshop, or whatever it was called. And when she met me, I think she complimented like my eyebrows or something. I said something to her. I have a video on my Instagram. I'll put it on the screen. I said something to her. She said something to me. And I think whatever we said within that 5-second moment, it stuck to her so that she could remember my face. And when we got into the building, which it was a church, we were sitting down, and she made a statement about being prepared or something like that, and having business cards, and how you're in a room with people who you don't even know the power that they have. So networking with those people are key. And she was talking about that jazz. And then she started to talk about confidence, having confidence in yourself and your brand, or something along those lines, right? And she just randomly asked, I think she said something like, stand up and tell me more about your business, or what you do, or your story, or something like that. It was crickets when she said that, y'all. Like, everybody is looking around. Mind you, this is not 5 people. This is not 100 people. This is well over 1,000 people in here. A full church filled. Like, this is the dream center of Atlanta. That's a huge church filled, and everybody's like crickets. So I'm like, heck, I paid for this VIP ticket, right? I paid for this experience. I am confident in who I am. I am confident in the brand that I am building and the services that I offer, the electronic products that I sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand up. Now, mind you, this was maybe 3 weeks after I had actually left my job, maybe even 2, I don't remember, after I left my job and started this business. So I stand up. I am the first one to stand up. I stand up, the microphone is passed to me, and y'all, when it's time for me to shine, I just shine. I have a personality like that, where when I speak, it demands attention. I thank God for that, and I also thank my upbringing for that. But I spoke with myself, spoke a little bit about my journey, and when I tell y'all, the whole room started clapping. The minute I sat down, I looked at my phone. I had gained over, I don't even know, like over 900 followers or something like that. In that moment, that right there changed my entrepreneurship journey, or super boosted my entrepreneurship journey, because that showed me the power that I had. And that also showed me that what I was doing was correct, right? So sometimes I feel like, as aspiring entrepreneurs, or entrepreneurs that, you know, you're already doing the thing, we second guess ourselves. We second guess what we're doing. We wonder if we're doing the right thing, if we're selling the right products, if we're providing the right services, you know, if we're walking in the right path. And a lot of that comes from fear, and it also comes from you not knowing what you already have inside. You have everything that you need inside of you to succeed. You just need to unlock it and let yourself shine, right? And so in that moment, I saw the impact of my voice, the impact of my brand, and that changed my outlook on everything. And from that moment, like, my business literally took off, okay? So I was able to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram within a 6-month period. When I first started my YouTube channel, which was in 2020, I think, it got monetized, 3 months in? So to get monetized, you need 4,000 watch hour. I'm sorry, 40, is it 40 or 4,000 watch hours? 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And I got monetized within 3 months or less. And it just kept blossoming into a lot of things for my brand and business, right? I want to break down how I made this $500,000 within 2.5 years. Now, the reason I count 2.5 years is because throughout my journey, even though I started in 2019, you're probably like, okay, it's 2020 and it's the summer, so that means 3 years. I took 6 months off for my business, 2 different spurts. One when I got engaged, the other one when it got really close to my wedding. So I don't count those times because there were literally dead zones where I would shut down my business, not take any clients, not do any calls, not do anything. So I don't count that as being open. So for me, I made $500,000 or over $500,000 in 2.5 years. So my first year in 2019, from April to December, I want to say I made maybe like $60,000. Maybe, yeah, 50, maybe, yeah, I think $50,000 or $60,000. And then in 2020, from January to December, I made a little over 6 figures. So maybe somewhere around 110,000, something like that. And then in 2021, I made close to $300,000, and this year is still continuing. So 2022, we're still in 2022, so I can't tell you the total that I made for this year, right? However, what I can tell you is whatever amount that I counted for this year, on the date I counted it, I was over the $500,000 mark, and that's why I'm making this video. I am blessed to be able to see that mark, but there are some things that I did during that time. There were a lot of struggles that I had to go through, but not only that, there were a lot of lessons that I learned during that time period. I've dealt with maybe launching something and nothing happens and having to go back to the drawing board. I've dealt with multiple different things. I've dealt with losing friendships, or, you know, getting into it with other people. It's a lot. A lot of people don't talk about these things. They just come and they talk about the strategies, or do this and make money, or do that. But it takes more than just strategy, okay? And so I want to touch on some of the things that have made me who I am today as an entrepreneur, and the things that are going to make me into $1 million brand by next year. Hey, honestly, I'm probably gonna hit 1 million total, I would say, at the top of next year, and then I'm gonna make $1 million in a year next year, okay? And I'm saying that, so mark my words. Anyway, but there are a couple of things that I feel led to share with you, right? So one is your mindset. Your mindset as an entrepreneur is the most important thing. If you think that you can't, you won't. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I speak to entrepreneurs, I don't want to say on a daily, because I don't anymore, but on a weekly basis, who struggle with getting out of their own heads and letting that negative thought go, right? Either because somebody told them that they're crazy, or either because they just haven't done anything like this before, and they honestly believe that whatever it is that they're trying to do now, this big goal that they have, is so big that it's unattainable. Let me tell you something, okay? You have a company like Tesla, a company like Apple, a company like Uber, a company like Airbnb. These people are out here making millions, billions of dollars off of ideas that other people thought were crazy. If you would have told Tesla that they were gonna make a car that ran strictly on electrical power and with all of these crazy luxury features, people will look at you crazy, but guess what? They're doing it. And now they're over here investing in space travel, and people are thinking that they're crazy again. In a few years, when it actually happens, guess what? You're gonna want a piece of that pie. You're gonna want to have have been at the beginning of their success when they said that they made it, right? So it only sounds crazy to you because no one around you has done it. And so they're putting this fear in you. They're instilling this fear in you, or you're instilling this fear in yourself because you haven't seen anyone in your family do this or anything, right? And so it's important for me to say that because you need to think that you can. As long as you think that you can and you put the work behind it, you will. The more that you think that you can't is the more that you won't. Okay, because your mind is going to continuously stop you from putting yourself in certain rooms, from making certain decisions, from taking certain risks out of the fact that your mind is trying to protect you because of this fear that you have. On the topic of mindset, it's important that, and I wrote notes down because I was like, I gotta make sure that I say everything. But on the topic of mindset, it is so important that you clear your mind and make room for growth. And so if your mind is filled with negativity of any sort, if your life is filled with negativity or people who just shouldn't be there, there's going to be no room for you to grow. If you are stuck in a place and you found yourself stuck for months, years, it's because you're not making any room for growth. On top of the fact that you're probably thinking that you can't, you have certain things that are blocking your path. People, habits, jobs, whoever, whatever, that are blocking the ability for you to experience that growth, right? And so some of my biggest accomplishments have come after I've cut ties with certain people, certain habits, or certain things. For example, this very business idea, the brand Hustler, came about because I made the decision to leave a toxic corporate environment. If you watched my entrepreneurship story time, which I'll put on the screen, I share my whole journey in corporate America. And one of the reoccurring themes in that video was God kept giving me signs to leave corporate America. God kept giving me opportunities to leave corporate America. And I kept telling myself, nope, nope. And I kept keeping certain people and jobs within my space. So the more fear I had to cut ties with those people and those jobs, the less accomplished I was actually feeling because I wasn't going after my entrepreneurship goal or this entrepreneurship journey that God had laid out for me. The moment I made the decision that I was going to walk away from corporate America back in January of 2019, God literally started to show me everything that I needed to see. He started introducing me to my target audience so that way I could understand the problem that I was going to solve more. He started showcasing certain resources to me so that way I could invest in myself to become a better person and prep myself for entrepreneurship. He started giving me certain ideas so I can use those very ideas to develop them into a full-fledged business. And then guess what? That same BB Judy experience that I shared at the beginning of this video, he presented that event to me and he gave me the financial resource that I needed to pay for a VIP ticket to be able to be in that space. And that all came because I made the decision to cut ties from a toxic environment. Now, you may not be in corporate America, or corporate America may not be toxic to you. It may be a friend. It may be a family member, someone that you are spending days, hours with that is draining your energy and draining your mind to the point where you don't even have the room to be creative. You don't have the room to pray and let God bring certain things into your mind, right? You need to go ahead and cut that, sis, okay? Like when I tell y'all, some of my biggest blessings have come after I've made the cut of just negative things and negative people. I mean it, okay? And the second thing that I want to touch on, right? This kind of ties into mindset, but okay, just put it like mindset part 2, is your vision is your vision and it's no one else's. When God gives you a vision, it's important for you to take that vision and make it happen. You need to move. Stop holding back because you're scared or holding back because you're not ready. If he presents a vision to you, it is your job to make it happen and not worry about how it's going to happen. This is actually something that Steve Harvey said at a conference that I just went to this weekend. I went to Invest Fest and it was amazing, y'all. And I met Mr. Harvey from afar, but I met Mr. Harvey. And one of the things that he said is when God gives you the vision, move and stop thinking about how it is going to happen. The how is none of your business. Because what is going to happen is you put in the work, right? You get this vision, you put in the work, you make the effort. And as you are working towards making this vision come alive, God is going to move in ways that you could never imagine. He is going to put things into your path so that you can be able to say, oh, this is a resource. Oh, this is a person I should connect with. Oh, this is a program I should invest in. He is going to put those things in your path so that way you are able to develop into a person, into an entrepreneur, into a insert name here that will be the person executing that vision to the fullest. There are opportunities that are being presented to you right now that you've prayed for that you are ignoring. There are also opportunities that you're missing out on because you haven't made the decision to make a move on the vision that you were given. Okay? And a lot of you guys, especially if you're subscribed to me, you have watched my videos maybe time and time again. Or maybe you've prayed for a sign that you need to start this business or that you need to make a certain move in your business. You need to, whatever the case may be, right? Maybe you prayed for something and you log on to YouTube, you search something, and then I popped up. And whatever I was saying in that video spoke to you, but you didn't make the move to book a call. You didn't make the move to join a program of mine. You didn't make the move to join my membership program. Even though in that video, I probably highlighted one of those things. And the reason you didn't make the move is because of fear, but also because you're stuck on trying to figure out how this vision that God gave you is going to happen. When in reality, you already prayed for it. He already showed you the vision and he's presenting an opportunity for you right in front of your face that you are not taking. Okay. And so when I say opportunity, I wanted to bring up that example of a coaching call, a program, a book, a membership, whatever, because I think when people hear the word opportunity, they think that it's a free handout. Opportunity does not equate to free. Opportunity, in my honest opinion, it's almost never free, y'all. Okay? Almost every opportunity that I have gotten has been a result of an investment. This brings me to the third point that I want to make. I was able to make $500,000 and counting, not because I sat here begging people for free advice, not because I sat here, asking for free coaching sessions, free books, free meetings, free events, free nothing. I am here at this point and I will be a millionaire because I believe heavily in investing in myself. There's a quote that says something along the lines of, it can be cheap, quick, or good, but it will never be two of the, it can't be more than two of the things, something like that, right? So either it's going to be cheap and good, but it's not going to be quick. It's going to be quick and cheap, but it's not going to be good. Or it's going to be good and quick, but it's not going to be cheap. Now, my problem with a lot of entrepreneurs is that y'all switch that cheap word out and put free in there. Y'all think that you can get something for free that's good and that works really fast. It doesn't work that way. It is so important for you to invest in yourself, invest in your business. And that doesn't mean that you have to throw thousands of dollars out, right? You don't have to be someone who invests $10,000 into a coach like I did. You don't have to be someone that even invests $1,000 into a coach or $1,000 into a program or $1,000 into an event. But it is important for you to invest something, even if that means starting small, right? So for example, I have the EHostel Club, which is my membership group. And in that group, we recently revamped it and I call it EHostel Club 3.0 because now we've gone from meeting 2 times a month to meeting every single Thursday. We've also added different sessions to the EHostel Club as well. So we have guest speakers that come in and do master classes. We have hustle talks where we interview real entrepreneurs that are out here making moves. We have audits, Q&A sessions, challenges, all these things on top of the lessons that are taught by me in the EHostel Club. And I purposely made the membership $49 because I wanted to make it an easy investment for people who are struggling with making that move. If you've been struggling with making that move and you've been asking for a sign, sis, or bro, this is your sign. $49 a month. You spend more than that on food. You spend more than that on Here, you spend more than that on small things that honestly add up. So imagine what investing $49 into your business can do, especially when you are able to show up every single week to a session or even communicate in a group of like-minded entrepreneurs about your business struggles, your business aspirations, and get the support that you need, get the questions answered that you need. It is so powerful, right? Because when I started, I didn't have a $49 club. I created this $49 membership club to be able to help you out, to get you out of that fear, and to get you to make a move and see how much your business and your life can change. It is so incredible when I go to events like InvestFest, which InvestFest was not $49, y'all, okay? Just to put it into perspective, they were selling VIP tickets for $7,510 bands. It was not a $49 event. It was not what some will consider a cheap event. But being in that room, I heard from the owner of Chick-fil-A, I heard from Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, the owner of like multi-million-dollar businesses, people like DJ Envy, which this is my second time meeting DJ Envy because I met him before, and I'll put a picture right here because your girl been investing in herself, okay? And that's a picture from 2019. I'm learning from these people, meeting these people, Angela Yee, all of these people who are out here making moves, not only in business, but in real estate, and they're really changing their lives. For that small investment, the investment that I made, honestly, I got 10 times as much knowledge back, 10 times as much motivation back. So now I am ready to like take over the world. That's probably what motivated me to make this video right here, is the fact that I went to InvestFest, y'all. So it's the small investments and the big investments that make a big deal. It doesn't matter, like I said, if it's a $49 club or a $40 ebook, or if it's a $1,000 coach, y'all. Make the investment and get out of your own head and put fear on the back burner. And so if you're watching this and you don't know what the EHostel Club is, or you heard about the EHostel Club, but you've been debating joining, I'm going to extend enrollment for you because it actually closed on Sunday. Today is Tuesday, August 9th. I'm gonna extend enrollment until Thursday, August 11th. And on top of that, this is in the moment right here, I'm going to give you a coupon code that you can get $10 off. It's gonna be YouTube Fam. I'm gonna put the link to the EHostel Club down below, and you're gonna get $10 off. So if you join, it'll only be $39 per month all the way throughout. Not just the first month, but $10 off per month as you're in the EHostel Club. Make the move, y'all, okay? Like, if it wasn't for me having the proper mindset, if it wasn't for me making the moves when I felt led by God, if it wasn't for me investing in myself, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I don't want you to remain stuck. So please invest in yourself, okay? And so I'll leave the link to the EHostel Club down below so that you can join by Thursday, and I'll leave the code as well. Now, if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, I'll leave the link to that down below too. So that way you can pick and choose what it is that you want to do. While we're on the topic of investing in yourself, there are a couple of reasons why investing in yourself are so important. So I was able to get to this $500,000 mark because of the people I met, the rooms that I was in, and just the return on investment that I got back. We are back. The camera ended up overheating. I guess this was a lot of heat for it. But I believe I left off talking about investing in yourself and how investing in myself got me to where I was today. A good story that I want to share with you guys is I met a lot of people last year. I met someone and we clicked, and so she was sharing to me, she was really venting to me about her revamping her program and the struggles of that and why she's revamping it and all that. Like, from our conversation, an idea came to my head. That idea, I went on to launch that idea earlier in 2022, and I made over $25,000 in just 5 days from that particular course idea that came about because of the conversation I had with this particular person. That course is the ultimate launch course. And this course, right, y'all probably heard of it already, has honestly been a huge blessing to so many people. And it is crazy to think that if it wasn't for that conversation with this particular lady or this particular business bestie, that this course wouldn't even exist. That is the power of investing in yourself and building connection with certain people. There are people that are at certain levels that you will never meet because you won't invest in yourself. Because only certain people are going to pay a certain amount of money to learn from certain individuals. You can either be the person who is complaining about, oh my God, I gotta spend $20, or oh my God, I gotta spend $500, and you keep complaining and keep being stuck. Or you could be that person who is like, I know that I have a bigger purpose. I know the vision that God gave me. I know that this business or this whatever it may be is going to work out for my greater good. And this is an opportunity that he's presenting to me that I need to take so that I can make this vision happen. The other part of investing in yourself is that as you continue to invest in yourself, you are watering those seeds, and those seeds are going to blossom into this large tree that you cannot even imagine. Like, you are not going to be able to fathom the height of this tree once it blooms. You just don't know the blessings that are out there for you. And because you are limiting yourself from making a certain purchase for an event, making a certain book purchase, making a certain booking to speak to somebody one-on-one, y'all, nobody is entitled to give you anything, right? If you're watching this video, you either have a business or you have a business idea. Can you imagine if you started your business, you're selling products, and you have people DMing you saying, hey, can I get that wig for free? Or hey, can I get that makeup brush that you sell for free? Or can I get that full outfit that you have, or that full swimsuit collection for free? Your answer is gonna be no. Because guess what? The people who are DMing you, they feel entitled to something that you have worked so hard to put together for, and you don't owe them anything. It's up to them to invest in that swimsuit so that they can feel good and look good. It's up to them to invest in that makeup brush so that they can put on their makeup flawlessly. It's up to them to invest in that wig so that they can look beautiful and go out there and travel the world and take all these beautiful pictures. It is up to them to invest in that. Just like it's up to you to invest in the knowledge that you need to take your business to the next level. No one is entitled to give you anything. These millionaires and billionaires that are out there have put in the work to get there. But although some of them do have the heart of helping you, it doesn't mean that they have to help you for free. I.e. me, I do not have to help anyone for free, right? There's an amount of education that I have personally spent. If we count college alone at the University of Florida, I have spent over $40,000 on a degree. And you really think that it is fair to have someone come up to me and say, oh, can you teach me how to do this? Can you hop on a call for 2 hours and break this down for me for free? That is not fair. And 9 times out of 10, when you get something for free, you do not value it the same way that you value whatever it is that you invested in. The reason that you value that wig so much is because you spent $700 on it. The reason that you value your nails so much is because you spent $150 on that set. The reason that you value that purse so much is because you spent a stack on that purse, right? The same thing goes for knowledge. Do not try to cheapskate your way to success because it does not work. You're going to have to invest in yourself some way, form, or fashion someday. So when the opportunity presents itself to you, take it and stop restricting yourself because you don't want to spend the necessary money that it's going to take to get in certain rooms, to build certain connections, and to attain a certain level of knowledge that you wouldn't have gotten for free at all. All right, y'all. So make the commitment to investing in yourself and to changing your mindset, and also to going out and doing the work with the vision that you were given. Now, the last thing that I want to mention in this video that I realized got me to this point in my life and in my business, and that is going to take me to the millionaire mark, is I combined passion with strategy. What I mean by combining passion with strategy is there are so many problems out there in the world that you can create a product or you can create a service to solve and address. But when it comes to picking those particular problems, it is important that you pick a problem that is near and dear to your heart or that is super interesting to you. Why? Because when it comes to growing your business, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, there are going to be a lot of highs, but there are also going to be a lot of lows. And when you're at the low point in entrepreneurship, it is important that you have fuel to keep going. That fuel comes from the passion that you have for the particular type of problem that you are actually solving, right? So when it comes to you picking a business idea or coming out with that new collection or creating that new service, make sure that it is something that you can be passionate about, even during the times when it is not making money, okay? And that is something that I realized, right? I combined passion with strategy, and that has allowed me to reach certain heights within my business. Another thing about strategy as well is it is important for you to be strategic and actually test out what it is that you are doing. Too many times I come in contact with business owners who just throw spaghetti at the wall and never take the time to step back and reflect on what worked and what didn't, or take the time to test a particular strategy for a certain amount of time to see if it even works, to see if it's even effective. And that's one of the things that I teach within many of my programs, and most importantly within my membership club, the EHostel Club. I hit them over the head with this because it is so important to not withhold yourself from testing a certain strategy, but also to go out there, test the strategy, and take the time to reflect on the data, take the time to reflect on its performance, tweak as needed, so that way you can reach those new heights that you want to reach. Another important thing when it comes to the strategy and then reflecting on things, right, is that you want to make sure that you are connecting with your audience and getting feedback from them. The way that I was able to rebuild certain programs or revamp the EHostel Club is by paying attention to numbers, paying attention to what people were complaining about, and fixing those things. If you continue to ignore what your customers are telling you, your past customers, you will not be able to grow. Pay attention to what they're telling you. Actually ask them for the feedback, right? Because some of us, we out here selling stuff when we're not even asking people if they're satisfied. Ask for the feedback. Take the feedback, readjust what needs to be readjusted. Now, I'm not saying if 1 out of 1,000 people complain about one particular thing that you need to go ahead and change it. But if you see patterns develop, then that is probably something that you need to tweak or you need to improve or get rid of, point blank, period. So for me, I combine passion because I am very passionate about helping people. I am very passionate about helping you succeed and be your ultimate dream self. And I combine that with strategy because guess what? I am mapping out campaigns before I make certain moves. I am creating my content with intention. I am creating feedback surveys and forms to hear what my customers, or not my customers, but what my clients are telling me. I am paying attention to the data and reinventing whatever needs to be reinvented so that I can unlock that new level. The EHostel Club 3.0 is like something that I've never seen before. This level of the membership club, I know for a fact that we are going to hit 700 members within this version of the club because I can feel it. I know the things that I have changed. I listened to past members who left for certain reasons, and I've listened to, current members who complain about certain things, as well as I paid attention to the data and I did testing myself and I tweaked certain things within the program, which is why we now meet once a week, which is now we have a new and improved dashboard that's more engaging and interactive, which is why we have a new group chat that is 100 times better than Facebook. It's a reason why we have all of these new changes. It's because I paid attention and I made the necessary tweaks. And almost immediately when I started making those changes and I announced those changes and people started to experience those changes, there were people praising the new dashboard, praising the new group chat. Like my phone, the group chat right now, let me check, has 17 notifications since I checked it this morning. When we were on Facebook, it was so dead, y'all. And I had to pay attention to that. I had to pay attention to the engagement rate and see, what was like making it so low. And I made the change. The point of the matter is, y'all, this entrepreneurship road is not easy. When it comes to starting, it's hard, but when it comes to growing, it's even harder. And it's important for you to have the right people around you, have the right network that you can get support, knowledge, advice from, the right mentor or coach to lead you and help you avoid certain mistakes that they've made in the past, and to have the right knowledge to make educated and strategic moves within your business, y'all. I got to the $500,000 mark because I did all of that. And most importantly, my mindset was right. This video kind of turned into a motivational rant, kind of, sort of. And I told a little bit about my growth journey to 500K. But when I get to $1 million, I'm gonna make sure that I break down like most of the highs and the lows because it's too much for one video, but I'll break down most of the highs and lows that I've experienced in my entrepreneurship journey in a video for y'all when I get to 1 million, which is gonna be real soon. But I just felt the need to make this video. This wasn't planned. It wasn't on my content calendar at all. I went to Invest Fest. I just felt so moved, so motivated, and I was reflecting on my hustle babes, especially my YouTube hustle babes. And I felt as if there was something I need to tell you guys. And that's why I made this video, because there are so many comments I get on my videos asking me for advice, asking for help. Sis, open the description box. The help is right there. Not only that, but I also get comments that are where people are beating themselves up about a decision they make or a decision they didn't make or a move they didn't make and making excuses for it. Stop doing that. Change your mindset to you can and you will, okay? So, y'all, if you like this video, sorry that it was kind of all over the place, but if you love this video, make sure that you share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Also, hit the like button, y'all. Share it on your Instagrams and all that stuff. If you don't have anyone in particular, but you feel like you want to share it with your followers or your community, go ahead and share it. Comment down below letting me know if you liked this video, if you resonated with anything that I said. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? We're almost to 100K on YouTube, and I want you to help me get there. So join the Hustle Babe community and hit the subscribe button down below to help me get to 100K. It would be greatly appreciated, and obviously I'm gonna have a giveaway for y'all, so make sure that you hit that button. Follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. It is at The Brand Hustler. Also follow me on TikTok at The Brand Hustler as well. And I will see y'all in the next video, Hustle Babes. Bye, peace.